Brutal. Would you say that like time frames involved with a sale can be trickier than with a purchase, just because of the revolving variables and whatnot?
Uh, I think timelines with a purchase are generally longer. I can generally
Okay.
turn a sale over quicker, but just on ideas for sales, it varies so much depending on the circumstances. Uh, for payout statements on mortgages, sometimes a lot of companies I can get them within um, I'll get them within 1 to 2 days prior to closing. And a lot of your mortgage companies are wonderful and very fast to provide those payout statements, but sometimes they're not. Sometimes it can be very difficult, and it can take many days. There can also be other things registered on people's titles that take a lot longer to get discharged. We're talking about writs. So that can be tax notifications. It could be a CRA notification, or, for instance, a line of credit that wasn't paid, or a credit card that wasn't paid, that's registered on your title later. And those can take a significant time for us to get payout statements from a lawyer's office, or directly from CRA. CRA is a big one that takes a long time to get payout statements from. So
I
that's
can't
a
imagine.
consideration that can delay a sale closing. I mean, ideally, we'd like to turn them around in several days, and we'd like to be able to do that for people, but it just depends. And sometimes circumstances are out of our control. Um, the other thing to think about when you're selling a condo is the estoppel certificate. So a
Mm.
seller's obligation on selling a condominium is to provide an estoppel certificate. And an estoppel certificate is a certification from the condo board that says this condo owner is up to date on their condo fees and utilities. There's no unpaid assessments. They're good to go. And it's essentially providing the new owner with the protection that they're not going to take on any obligations from your seller. Estoppel certificates can take 10 days to be provided from the condo corporation. They typically cost $100 to $200, but depending on timeframes, if you want to rush, you're going to look at double that fee and a minimum of 3 days.
Okay, let me ask you this. If I'm representing a buyer on a condo purchase, should I be adding a condition for review, or review of the estoppel certificate provided by the seller, just to ensure there are no unpaid condo fees and stuff? Or is that typically not a concern?
It's already a part of the contract for condo
Is it?
purchases.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to
Yeah.
worry about
Okay, perfect.